The bustling city of Apiu, there lived a young woman named Ada. She was a vision of beauty, with eyes that sparkled like the stars. Yet, despite her enchanting appearance, Ada's heart was heavy with a burden that she could not escape. Ada was the daughter of Yugu, a woman known for her elegance and grace. Yugu had a sister, Chimu, whose heart was consumed by jealousy from the moment Ada was born. Chimu was jealous of her sister because she had a family, and while she was childless and had no husband, or the success Yugu had accumulated over the years, Chimu could not stand to see her sister's daughter receive the admiration and attention that she herself craved. On Ada's 20th birthday, when jealousy turned to bitterness, Chimu summoned dark forces to cast a curse upon Ada. Let Ada's beauty be her curse, may she never know true love, and may only old men, wrinkled and withered, be drawn to her. Only my death shall break this curse. From that night onwards, Ada's life took a tragic turn. Young men who once saw her as beautiful suddenly turned away, their hearts could only see a bag of potatoes in her. Instead, old men with faces lined with age began to approach her. Ada, heartbroken, found herself trapped in a cycle of despair. Day in and day out, old men lined up at Yugu's house to ask for her daughter's hand in marriage. This brought so much sadness to Yugu because there was nothing she could do to help daughter. The city of Apiu spread with rumors about Ada's misfortune. Whispers of her strange fate circulated among the rich and the common folk alike. People she called friends distanced themselves from her, afraid they may also start to attract old wrinkled men. Even Ada's relatives distanced themselves from her and her mother, calling her mother a ritualist, and that is why Ada is cursed. Instead of spending her 20s to trying to build her career, Ada spent them constantly blocking numbers of old men trying to propose to her. One summer, Yugu took her daughter to visit her mother in village and get a break from the city old men. When they got to the village, the same thing continued, making Ada refuse to go anywhere in the village but lock herself in her grandma's house. Her grandma, concerned about her granddaughter's misfortune, the next morning she decided to take Ada to the village traditional Hila Magu. Before they could say anything, Magu told them reason that brought them to her hut. Magu revealed the source of Ada's curse, causing Yugu to faint. She couldn't believe that her own blood sister could do something as wicked as this to her daughter. Magu sprinkled some herbs over Yugu and she became unconscious. Magu then instructed Ada to bath under the waterfall to wash her curse away with some herbs she had given her. At that moment, back in the heart of Apiu, Chimu clutched her chest, her face twisted in agony. The curse she had cast so many years ago was now recoiling upon her. She fell to the ground, her strength draining with each passing moment, and took her last breath. Magu looked at Ada with a smile. "The curse is broken," she declared. "Your aunt's death has freed you from its grip." Tears of relief streamed down Ada's face as she thanked Magu. With the curse lifted, Ada's life began to change. The old men who had once pursued her now faded into the shadows, their presence no longer haunting her every step. But the scars of the curse ran deep. Ada found it difficult to trust and open her heart fully, haunted by the years of loneliness. One summer, Kudu, Ada's childhood friend, returned from the foreign country to visit his parents. While on his stay, he spent most of his time with Ada, trying to catch up on everything that happened in the city while he was away. Out of nowhere, Kudu began to see Ada in a new light. He started to develop feelings for her. One day, Kudu was having a conversation with his brother and ended up telling him that he wants to propose to Ada. With a bitter face, he told him forget about it and mentioned about Ada's past life with old men. This raised concerns to him and he distanced himself from Ada. This distance brought sadness to Ada, but she brushed it away, thinking that maybe he just wants to spend more time with his parents before he returns. One night before Kudu's return, his heart and mind were battling. His heart won and decided to forget what he had about Ada. The morning of his return to the foreign country, he went to Ada's house. Kudu took Ada's hand and looked into her eyes. "Ada," he began, "your strength, your resilience, they are qualities that have captivated my heart. Will you allow me to be more than a friend?" Ada's heart swelled with emotion. She realized that true love had been beside her all along, patiently waiting for her to embrace it. With tears of joy, she nodded. "Yes, I will." Kudu decided to quit his job in the foreign country and settle in Apiu. Their love blossomed like a rare flower in the city of Apiu, filling Ada's life with joy and fulfillment. They had a grand wedding. As the years passed, Ada and Kudu built a life together, their bond growing stronger with each passing day. They had children who inherited their parents' kindness. Chimu's death remained a reminder of the destructive power of jealousy and bitterness.